Exciting news for you guys today because we feature our bad actors among Strava. They have dropped their lawsuit against Garmin that they filed just 3 weeks ago. What is going on here? Second piece of news is I'm going to show you how to download all your data from Strava. Maybe you're getting tired of their shenanigans. Maybe you want to store it in your archives or upload it to another provider. I'll show you how to do that. And the third piece of news is a Strava ride that a friend uploaded that is very interesting. What he did is an Everesting ride. An Everesting ride is climbing more than 29,000 feet, the height of Mount Everest, in one ride. And he did it. We had our doubts. I tried to do something like that, and I know how hard it can be. He used an e-bike, but let me tell you, an e-bike doesn't help you when you are descending. So pretty cool little ride. But first, let's get to the subject at hand, which is Strava dropping its lawsuit. So this happened yesterday. Notice of voluntary dismissal. They said plaintiff Strava, through its undersigned counsel, voluntarily dismisses the above captioned action without prejudice, and it's the action by Strava against the defendant Garmin, and it's signed Jared, Joel, Fager, Drinker, Biddle, and Reith. Sounds like a lawyer name, huh? So it was guaranteed to make some lawyers rich. So the lawyers are probably sad that this happened. But, Strava knew the writing was on the wall. Every user, every journalist out there said, what the heck is wrong with Strava? And one thing good out of this is at least they backed out. They said, just kidding, pretty quickly. They could have dragged this on for months, but man, very quickly they dropped it. So what was the lawsuit? The lawsuit said that, hey, Strava, you cannot use, hey, Garmin, you can't use heat maps and segments. These are two features that are in Garmin Connect, a little known kind of app that Garmin has with these features that they haven't maintained in a long time. They also said, Strava said, hey, Garmin, you cannot sell any more devices, watches, or GPS devices that use these features. Pretty much every active wear device that they have. And basically, they poked the bear, and they backed off. I called it the dumbest move of the year, or maybe the decade, because they did not really have a lot of ground to stand on, and they didn't have anything to gain. You are biting the hand that feeds you. You're poking the bear and shooting yourself in the foot. So many little sayings, because it's so dumb that they did this. And then their guy, Matt Salazar, their product officer, the day after, the night of the lawsuit, he came out on Reddit, the court of public opinion, and said, hey, just set the record straight. This is not really about those patents or those features. It's really about Garmin requiring users of their data to have attribution. And then Matt even misquoted, said that Garmin was asking for a logo, and that was too much advertising. They were thinking about their users. Whew, Matt Salazar, you messed up. Imagine going to the office the next day, and that what is that movie? Show Me the Money. No, where Tom Cruise walks into the office after writing that memo. Matt probably experienced the same thing, and man, screwed. Okay, so Garmin doesn't require a logo. They just want some attribution, because Strava was trying to claim that this was their data. Last year when they were aggregating all the user data and selling it, they said, hey, no one else can sell it. Only us can sell this data. And users are like, I thought that was our data. And Garmin says, hey, yeah, that's using our devices. And this is all under the watch of their CEO, Michael Martin. He's a fairly new CEO. He came from Nike, and then he came from Google, YouTube, and he has the charter to bring this company public. And I think he, if anyone's to blame, it's your watch, my friend. And what did you do here? What did you do? You just buried yourself in the court of public opinion, your premium users who are mostly using Garmin devices, especially in cycling, you have burned yourself with goodwill with Garmin. So, and there was no, what could you gain? What could you possibly gain by doing this? And it was obvious he was playing games with positioning, with strategy, and you cannot. Dang. So, what's going to happen to Michael Martin? We shall see. But Strava is in a very precarious spot because they have taken $150 million of venture funding. $150 million, 15 years later, people want their money back. They want some return. And if you invest that much, I know how much they want. They want like $1 billion. That's the pressure of taking that much money from investors. They also bought Runna, a very popular running app. We don't know how much. It's a private thing, but it's probably between $30 and $50 million that they bought that. So they have some difficult kind of objectives ahead of them. But to do this, tough. So luckily they backed out, but a lot of people have unsubscribed. A lot of people said, "I'm not using that anymore. I don't use it. I don't like it that much anyway." They keep upselling. Every new feature has to be premium. Where is the improvement in the last 12 years? For the Strava users whose data you are selling, aggregating, and selling. Okay, so second part of this is how do you download your data? It got me thinking. It's getting a lot of people thinking. I mean, man, how do I get my data out of Strava? I still want to use them, but hey, let me just hedge my bets. So what you want to do is you want to go to your account, my account, and you want to say account, request your archive, download or delete your account. So I've never been here because I don't want to delete my account. Like I use it, but you could. It's right there, and it's fairly separated, well separated. Option 2 is download or delete. Download request. So you want to request it. You just need to click a button, and then it's going to send you an email, your registered email. And then for me, I had 2,200 activities, a lot of photos, and it took about half an hour to 45 minutes to get the link. I clicked the link. It was 6 gigabytes of information. So I had to make sure I had enough storage. It was a 6 gigabyte, zip file. So it was bigger than that. And all my activities were there. One file each, .fit file. And it had some summary files, activities.csv. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Oh, I don't have it here, but it's just a spreadsheet. It shows you if you have routes, if you created routes, if you have clubs, it'll show everything. But to me, what was important was the actual activity files and also all the media. I uploaded a lot of photos there that may not be anywhere else. I might have deleted them already. So boom, big treasure trove. All right, so that's how you get your data. You could get that data uploaded to Komoot, upload it to Garmin Connect. It would be cool if you can just up one-shot deal, but I'm not sure that is possible. That'd be cool, huh? Let me know if that's possible. But let me get to the third piece of news I have for you guys. A friend did a Strava ride, and used an e-mountain bike, more than one e-mountain bike, and it was cool. E-bikes enable, and I love them. They teach you how to climb. They teach you how to descend, but they teach you how to go into different places. But man, me and my buddies have been kind of looking at these big climb efforts these days. I did a 20,000-foot climb. I think I made a video right here on how I did it using one bike, a Specialized Gen 4 Levo. And a buddy's been really into it. He's been feeling good. And let me tell you, the motor, the e-bike, with these swappable batteries, you could do a lot of climbing and get a lot of help. You could do it on turbo now. You don't have to, just kind of be on eco the whole time to do a big ride. And you can do a lot of things, but you gotta, on the downhill, it doesn't help you. In fact, it hurts you. When you do 10,000 feet of descending on an e-bike, it's gonna hurt you because it's a 50-pound e-bike, and all those hits are going to be transmitted to your body. You'll have good suspension and good tires, hopefully, but the motor does not help you at all. The weight just hurts you. So you have to train for that. You have to be ready for that. But what's really cool is he had a goal, put his mind to it, and the goal was Everesting. What's the altitude of Everest? 29,000 something feet. So he wanted to get it, and he went 32,730 feet. And the staggering part is he did it in 9 hours, 15 minutes of pedaling time. It took about 12 hours because he had to stop and eat and swap bikes. And what he did was I told him to be creative and do some cool trails in the high mountains of Santa Cruz. But he just did a single route up and down because it was a 2,500-foot climb and descent each time. So really cool that he got it done. 21 achievements. He survived. He had to start at 6 in the morning and ended at 8:30 at night. So he needed lights, self-supported. And how he did it was he used 3 bikes. He used what do you call that? A Crestline with a DJI motor, a Crestline with a Bosch motor. He had a lot of batteries, but he also borrowed my Gen 4 Levo with 1 battery and a fast charger. So he would just ride up in turbo and then do that rad descent and then swap battery or swap bike, whatever was available, and charge the battery. He had a power station. He also he bought a little van that he could store it in. That way everything is safe. So he did it. Super cool. Hats off to my buddy Ben C. And we rode with him the next day. It was his birthday, as it turns out. It was just why he wanted to accomplish this goal. But pretty cool. Let me know if your adventures on your e-bike or on your regular mountain bike, your Strava. Send me some Strava links. And let me know what you think of this whole Strava thing. Has a development let you think more highly of Strava, or has this whole thing just soured you over Strava? But I think they poked the bear, the Garmin bear, and are kind of sorry that they did that. All right, thanks a ton, everybody.